A mother who lost her daughter in the horrific school shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School back in 2012 was in Wilkes-Barre this morning. Michele Gay, a former teacher herself, lost her special needs daughter Josephine on that terrible day. Through her Safe and Sound Foundation, she's chosen to help school communities improve school safety in honor of her daughter and the other 19 lives lost that day. SSPTV News interns Chris Mead and Jason Bass had the chance to talk with her about her message.
In a tragedy that most people wouldn't be able to understand, how have you been able to cope?
One day at a time, really, with a lot of help from a lot of different people. We were, I think, confronted with an overwhelming response following the tragedy. I think most of us had friends and family, and we had a wonderful community that gathered around us. So I think that was the beginnings of each of us kind of finding our way, and every family, every individual that has been affected has had to find their own way. We're all very different, but for our family, it's been a lot about faith and family and friends and putting our pain to purpose in this way.
How has Sandy Hook, the school, adapted since the tragedy?
Again, it's one day at a time. No day is ever the same, I would say, for most of us. For the children going back to school, it's required a lot of support for the families, trying to pick up and put the left foot in front of the right foot. It's an ongoing process. It's something that I think we're all going to be working through for the rest of our lives, and that's been an important thing to come to terms with, that there isn't a date on the calendar where we're going to be done, or we're going to be over this, or we will have moved on. The best we can hope for is to simply move forward.
Why do you think this presentation is so important to the community?
I think with the growing number, it seems to be every year of active shooter or violence, school violence, just not so much in the school, it's just in the communities and the community events, that there's a need for all of the people that would be involved in that type of crisis to come together and really work together. It's going to take us together to prevent it, and it's also going to take us together to recover from such an incident. So we need each other.
This shows, just with the audience alone, we have people from state, local police, we have, leaders here from the community, school board members, teachers. So anytime we could come together and have a conversation about school safety, talking about these issues are the best way, we're going to prevent them.
Today's program was hosted by the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office and the Pennsylvania State Police at the FM Kirby Center in Wilkes-Barre.